empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Do you desire to belong to a community of unity? Visit KOGpassion.com to learn more about the Unleash Your Dopeness movement. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789. Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463.
What's going on? Well, I can't talk. What's going on, everyone? It's your man, Kalen Laws, and welcome to the latest edition of G is for Gentlemen. Do me a quick favor. You know the drill. Go to Instagram, go to Twitter, go to Facebook. You can even holler at me on WordPress at my website, my blog. That's Senor 713. It's SENORGUAP 713. Holla at your boy. You know we talk that style, talk all things gentlemanly. Using style, using menswear, using men's fashion to kind of cultivate a conversation regarding how to be a gentleman in 2018. That could be cooking, that could be horology, that could be, of course, style, travel, everything that we need to discuss and need to understand and know about being a gentleman in this world today. And I have none other. Listen. I need you to hear me now. I need you to hear me good, okay? When you're in the presence of greatness, you know, you got to make sure that you try to wear that moniker yourself. And heavy is the head that wears a crown. And this brother in his business wears a crown that's so large, that's so gargantuan, that's so stylish, that's so bold. And we're going to talk about that boldness here in a little bit. Yeah. It leaves a legacy every time you see it. It leaves a legacy every time you put it on. It leaves a legacy every time you experience it. And that's none other than Brother Ramon. I don't know. I just want to roll my R's like that, man. Ramon from Legacy Lapel. What's up, brother?
Man, what's up, man?
How are you?
For having me.
Thanks you for coming to hang out with us, man. Everything well?
Oh, man. Yeah. After that introduction, I'm on cloud nine right now.
I hear you,
man.
brother. I appreciate it, man. Listen, I'm Brother Smothers, man. I'm just trying to promote, you know, dope content. And I remember, man, when you first came on Instagram, man, it was, I was like, yo, this is, what stuck out to me was the colors.
Right.
Were the colorways that you decided to lead with, right?
Yeah,
most people are leading with navy, and most of them are leading with gray, some sort of, they may throw in a gray Glen plaid or something like that. But I mean, you led with like money green yellow with like a purple. It's like, whoa, here we go. It's dandyism at its best, bro. I love it.
Right.
So before we jump into the brand even more, man, let's find out a little bit more about your philosophy, ideology regarding style and gentleman. And I want to know, how do you define gentleman?
Ah, man, good question. I guess gentleman for me, it's like a facet. It's like a gumbo of what I would say, three virtues. I like to call them virtues. So
let me get my pen out, bro. Just take some notes. Hold on, wait a minute. I ain't never
because I equate gentleman with just overall manliness.
Okay,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I dig it.
So I these three virtues. One is courage. One is self-reliance, and the other is discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Discipline. And I think when you mix those three, like it cultivates and it creates what I like to consider manliness. And then when you sprinkle maybe like some love on top of it, and then you get the overall gentleman.
Yeah, I love it,
to
man.
Me. Yeah.
Give me those 3 one more time. Courage,
discipline, and self-reliance.
Self-reliance. I love it. I love it. Courage, discipline, and self-reliance define a man. Throw some love in there, and then that's the seasoning that complete that roux of gumbo, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
I love it, man. I really dig that. Nobody has ever given it in those terms before. And so, that's a question that I typically ask all of our guests, because I just kind of want to pick the brain, of everyone to figure out what they feel. But I tell you, I like that, brother.
That's my I mean, like, I don't know. I guess I've never wanted it to be so superficial, and so I equate those. Like, I dig a little deeper on what I feel like manliness. I think when we talk about manliness and gentlemen as a whole, it gets a real superficial kind of like, we got to be macho. You think manliness, these things, but I top it off with love, because we talking about empathy. We're talking about compassion.
Absolutely.
We're talking about respect.
Preach, brother.
And
Come
that's
on, man.
all. And
Talk about
to
it.
me, that's just the gentleman. The
I love it,
ultimate
man.
gentleman.
I love it, man. I love it. So would you say, as a follow-up question to that, what do you think, in addition to that, what do you think is missing in today's guys from them becoming gentlemen?
Becoming gentlemen.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I think missing. I don't like to say missing, because it like kind of equates to maybe like a lack of something. But I do feel like we need more of just more positive role models. Just more positive role models, people to look up to, people to follow, to inspire to be like, aspire to be like. For me, I know when I was launching, like you said, you briefly spoke about my business, but even when I was launching my business and I was looking for mentors and people to follow,
right?
You have the Warren Buffett, you have the Steve Jobs, the Bill Gates, none of them look like us. And so I just feel like we need more positive figures, influencers, people to look up to that looks like us in the entrepreneurial world, or as men in general.
I love it, man. I dig it, man, because we need those examples, those earmarks, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? To be able to pull from, to glean, even if it's not from a one-to-one or personal, but me reading your stories, me understanding who you are, me, looking at the way you traveled and the trajectory that you were on,
right?
Whether it's as a family man or whether it's as a husband. I see your wedding ring, whether it's a whatever the case may be, business owner. I think that to me is probably one of these most gentlemanly qualities. It is that's being able to give back and to reach back, and I know that you can only reach up to someone who's reaching back. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that's mad important, man. I totally agree, brother. Okay. So when did Ramon take on these gentlemanly qualities? Like what was the transition into that?
Man, I think I had to be I think it started how I was raised. Single parent household, but I was the only man in the family. So it was my mother, and then I had a younger sister. Okay. And so I had to learn all those attributes. I had to learn love, compassion, patience, being the only man in the house.
Bro, I'm there right now. My son is 4 months old, so prior to him, the only man with 4 women in the house. So yeah.
Ooh,
yeah,
okay,
brother.
Yeah. So you can understand.
Right.
And so I think that's when I developed those traits, and just learning compassion and selflessness, because I was looked at as the man of the house.
Right.
Even though I wasn't doing anything to provide at 12, 13, 14 years old, but I was looked at as the man of the house back then. And so I started to develop those gentlemanly characteristics and learning how to treat my mom and treat my younger sister. And then it turned into, now it's still learning how to take those traits and treat my wife the same way.
And that's the key component to what you just said for me is the word still.
Right.
You're continuously learning, right? Because while, I do believe that in part I'm married, I'll be 10 years in January. Shout out, love you, baby. Go follow her, the modern day Cindy, with an I, not a Y. But I think that to a degree we do marry people that are close to our parents, right? They have some attributes to our parents, especially if you and your parent were close, you and your mom were close.
Right.
But I didn't marry my mom, right? And so I need to learn how to treat my wife. I think that's not my homeboy's wife, not looking at his marriage or my uncle's marriage and say, but saying, okay, I see what you did, but that ain't finna work with my woman.
Nah.
Bro, you ain't finna get me killed. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
You tried it. I'm not.
Yeah, right. That's not gonna work with I know that. And so, but understanding how to, but even when you expand that kind of ideology, understanding how to, that every customer, every client is different, right? Right. Every coworker, every colleague you deal with is, every collaborator you work with is different. Being able to be malleable and still learn, gosh, is so gentlemanly. It's so needed and necessary when walking this walk, man.
It's constant growth. Like,
Facts. Facts.
Growth, having a growth mindset. And that's why I think I paused and I said, still learning how to love my wife, because she's not the same person as my mom.
She got a phenomenal, I was all on her page today. She got a phenomenal story, bro. I got to get on my other show.
Man,
phenomenal
she's an amazing
story.
person. Shout out to my wife. Go follow her at Get Fit with Danita.
Yeah, dope. Please. And read her captions and her story, man. You will not be disappointed. So let's talk legacy lapels now. Let's talk the business. Let's talk the brand. Let's get into this style thing. What's the story behind it? Why?
I fell in love with the word legacy.
Okay.
I just fell in love. Like, I don't know. I fell in love with the word, and then I fell in love with the meaning, and then I fell in love with actually doing things to create one, to leave my legacy. And so I fell into entrepreneurship real heavy maybe like 3-4 years ago. I was still learning. I still had a full-time job, and I was like, you know what, I want to get out this rat race. And my first book, the first book I read was Rich Dad Poor Dad. Well, it wasn't the first book I read.
Robert Kiyosaki. Come on, baby.
Kiyosaki,
yeah.
Exactly. And so I fell in love with this idea of getting out the rat race, and then I said, but you know what, I want to do more. I want to create generational wealth outside of just wealth. Let's create some generational wealth. And then I began to care about my legacy. And so I opened my first company. It was a real estate investment company, and the name of it was Living Legacy Enterprises. And we're going to get to the suits in a second. But
no, take your time. Walk this walk, brother.
Because I gotta explain why.
Lay the foundation.
Why it's legacy lapels. And so my first company was Living Legacy Enterprises. And then I started blogging. Shortly after that, I got laid off. I was an engineer, full-time engineer. I was working in oil and gas for a big oil company. And then I got laid off, and I said, you know what, okay, that's my sign. Like, that's God telling me, I know what you've been doing for the past year and a half, 2 years, trying to get out the rat race. Let's open your parachute and see if you can, and fly.
Jump, brother.
Yeah, and jump. You know?
Gotta jump, boy.
And so shortly after that, man, I started blogging. I wrote a book, released it on Amazon, and then I started selling merch that said "Living My Legacy."
Love it.
T-shirts, and then I said, but you know what? I want to go bigger. And I wanted it to be an article of clothing that inspires people to live that legacy, to create that legacy. And I said suits. I said suits because I know how they make me feel. Mm-hmm. I know how they make the men in my life feel. Mm-hmm. And my wife was like, yeah, you do it. Like, you love suits. You've been a student of suits for a long time. They feel good. They make you look good. Yeah. And that can get your message across as far as creating your legacy and doing it in style.
Man, look, that's such a dope story, and I want to continue giving dope content, just like our partners, KOG and Company. They are sponsoring this portion of the show. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Unleash Your Dopeness is a people empowerment movement built to encourage the masses to operate outside of their fears and have the gall to recklessly pursue their passions in life. Join thousands of others as we unlock the greatness inside. Shop dope gear at KOGpassion.com. That's KOGpassion.com. And use the coupon code DOPE with an exclamation mark for 10% off of exclusive Unleash Your Dopeness apparel. Act now. Sizes are selling out fast. Now let's continue with this dope talk, man. And we're not talking about drugs. You hear me? But this dope talk. So you got the okay from the wife, right? You wanted to continue to build this legacy. What you said, suits, right? That's powerful to me because I think in certain sectors of our community, suits are looked at. That's what the church folk wear, or you understand what I'm saying? Or that's what a square wears, or somebody that's an L7 that's kind of little, whatever the case. But you said that a legacy. Why does a suit leave a legacy?
Man, look, the message that I want to get across is like the suit doesn't leave the legacy, but the suit empowers the man to leave his legacy. Whatever it is, man. Like when you have a suit on, you handling business. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a cape. Look, I'm a church boy. I've been in suits my whole life, right?
Right.
But so I'm used to wearing suits. But but it's like a cape. You walk somewhere. I don't know what it is. You put this cape. Yeah, that vibe is nice. You put this cape on, man, and you feel like you can conquer the world. You feel there's a level of professionalism, a je ne sais quoi that comes with it, man. That just really that exudes, and I totally agree, man.
Exactly.
I totally agree.
Exactly. Like you said, yeah, it's a cape. I don't know no other article of clothing that you can put on and it makes you feel the way that a suit feels. Yeah. So that's why I don't know. I feel like my suit company is a men's empowerment company disguised as a suit company,
it is.
Because that's what I wanted. That's the message I want to get across.
Right.
Like when you put the suit on, yeah, you're handling your business, you're creating your legacy, and you feel empowered.
Come on, bro.
Doing it.
Come on,
at
bro.
the same time. So
I love
that's the idea behind legacy lapels, and that's why I chose suits.
Okay, so you chose suits, right? Why not go ready to wear? Why go custom? Why? Talk to us about that.
Woo. It's a difference, but I want it to be my story won't be the same as yours. You get what I'm saying? Like my legacy won't be the same
Come on.
as yours.
Come on.
You got 4 kids, you got a wife, you're doing different things. My story is gonna be a lot different than yours. My suit should be a lot different than yours. You know what I'm saying? And so you can't get that with ready to wear.
Yeah.
Like we may have the same wool count, we may have the same plaid structure. You know what I'm saying? But our measurements gonna be different. Our biceps may be a little different. The fit, my thighs may be bigger than yours. So it's the suit. Your legacy is gonna be different than mine, and so should your suit. And you can't get that with ready to wear.
I love it, and there's a personalization and a customization,
right?
With custom, with truly bespoke, truly custom, suits that I think is powerful. A lot of guys don't know. I'm not sure if you offer this, but a lot of guys don't know that when you can adjust the size of lapels, or you can adjust the angle of the peak, or you can, what I mean? Like there are certain little adjustments, plus personalization options with the signature, things of that nature that people really don't understand.
Right.
That comes with the suit, and then it is literally made for you. Literally, and you and I were having this conversation. A lot of our viewers and listeners, they may have to deal with what I told you I dealt with by the time I buy a suit, right? I'm not necessarily, because I'm athletically built, I'm not necessarily a true size, a true 44 long. I'm not.
Right.
I never will be. I lift weights. I'm 6'4.5", 230 pounds. You know what I'm saying? It's just not gonna fit the way. So I gotta get it tailored.
Right.
But by the time I get through getting it tailored, I done spent what a custom suit costs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So why not just do it up front and not have to worry about that, not have to worry about if this tailor knows, not have to worry about getting my stuff back on time. Like, you know what I mean? Just I'm gonna order my suit, have a fitting with legacy lapels, right?
Right.
Ramon come out and measure me up, and we sit and talk this thing. He pull the iPad out, we talk everything out, and then boom, I don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's an ideology that a lot of gentlemen don't really realize, because if you properly get something tailored, and if you need a lot of work, it's a lot of money. It's another off the rack suit.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes
it
could be $150 easily. easily. And so that's just something that I just rather not subscribe to. I tell you, what I would rather subscribe to though is I'm gonna talk to our Facebook Live folks and ask that they subscribe, okay, to the show on all major platforms, including iTunes, okay, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher, Spreaker, iHeartRadio. We're on it all, baby. Review our show on iTunes with constructive feedback, and share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with family and friends. Now, you also can donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thesphere.tv/donate. We could definitely use your coin. So, we see y'all later. I always forget to say bye to y'all. We love y'all. Y'all come back and go ahead and subscribe, man, so you can finish talking, hearing what Ramon from Legacy Lapels has to talk about, man. So, give us 3 reasons, though. Right. 3 reasons that a gent should have a custom suit. I gave mine, but add to that. Right,
and you touched on them, but for one, like you said, it's gonna fit you. It's going to fit you. It's guaranteed to fit you, and that's kind of the most important thing when you're looking at a suit.
Yes.
When you're looking at a suit. So yeah, we're gonna take your measurements. We're gonna take anywhere from 17 or more measurements and get it to fit you and you only. Like you said, you may be a 44 long, and another guy may be the 44 long, but you may not fit his suit, or he may not fit your custom suit.
Yeah.
Because your biceps may be different, your chest may be different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your jacket length, your arms may be longer than his. And y'all both 6'4", but your legs may be longer than his.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna fit you. It's guaranteed to fit you.
It's funny you said that. I got a friend who I style. He's a client and a friend. Not to cut you off, but just so people can know, he's 6'3" and a half, but his length is a 30 off the rack, and he's 6'3". He's literally cut in half. His torso, his waist to his head is the same length as his waist to his feet. It's the oddest thing. When I started, I said,
you thought you messed up.
Like, you ain't no 30, bro. You ain't but this much taller than shorter than me. I'm telling you, man. I've been this way for 32 years, whatever. However old he was when I started styling him, and I'm like, yo, you're not lying. But so that's an example.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I measured a guy who was 6'4", but his leg length was the same as mine, and I'm 6 foot.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So those little details, you gotta. That's what you get when you get a custom suit. So, the quality. So 1 is fit, 2 is quality. Of course, it's gonna be tailored. It's gonna last you longer. You're gonna have some top of the line wools. You're gonna have some top of the line linings in between. You're gonna have some great buttons that's not gonna break and crack and things like that. So the quality is another one. And I think number 3, just it's fun. Like it's
fun.
Yeah, it's an experience.
Every man doesn't have a custom suit.
Right. Exactly.
So you become part of a sort of a style fraternity, if you will. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can't get that nowhere else. I mean, like you said, like the customizations, you can change your the width of your lapel. You can change the style of your lapel. You can choose your inner lining, the color, your name, monogram your name. All these little details, and it's just fun that you get to choose all of those and create the perfect suit.
Types of buttons. Do you want 4? Do you want 5 on the sleeve?
Exactly.
All
those
do you want
them to work?
To work, to work, or
to just just to be for show. All those things. Yeah. So, I mean, that's 3 reasons, man.
Listen,
that's 3 reasons why I think every man.
I totally would agree, bro. It comes with a higher price tag, but this is the thing. And I need to email this to you. There's an article, and I forget. We've talked about it on the show a couple of times. There's an article that says that there's psychology behind high end items, right? Stuff that costs a little more, because pretty much, and it's simple. Pretty much, you're gonna take more care of it. You're gonna take better care of it because you paid more for it, right?
Exactly.
You're not gonna just throw it in the back seat when you get in the car. No, you're gonna make sure you have your hanger, your suit hanger, your jacket hanger, not the plastic joint from Walmart, right?
Exactly.
The joint, the broad hanger that keeps the shoulders, the shape of the shoulders into it. You're going to invest in good suit bags. You're going to invest in lint rollers and keep it clean, you know, stuff like that. Because listen, for this suit I paid $900 for it. Bruh, $1,000 is rent right here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's one of those things that, but this literally, she did a survey, and I'm gonna send it to you. It's a really interesting article.
Yeah.
She did a survey about it, and I want to say like 93% of the respondents agreed, and she got this data empirically by saying yes, because when I pay more for stuff, I subconsciously take care of it. Right. I remember, listen, in college I had high school I had a 94 Pontiac Sunbird. They didn't even make it no more. They didn't make it back then when I had it. Right. 94 was the last year they made it, and I got it in 98. Then when I got to college I had a 2000 Grand Am, Pontiac Grand Am. Okay. Then I had a Dodge Stratus, and I treated them with some love because
Right.
But when I got that Stratus, I treated it a little better, even though it was a little worse because I paid for it.
Right.
Mama didn't pay for it. Mama paid for the other two, right?
Exactly.
Then was blessed, and we wound up getting our first Mercedes. Oh yeah, look here. It's a wrap. I done paid too much money for this car.
You hand washing.
Yeah, bro. Look here, man. Ain't no bristles coming on that paint job.
That's scratching it.
No, Doc, I gotta pay too much. This little $500 car though is killing me. I don't know. And so,
right, exactly.
And so that's the science behind it, man. But you apply. I think when you apply that to suits, man, I think gentlemen just automatic. Like, think about it, sneaker culture. Culture.
Right.
Step on my J's, you want to.
Right. Yeah, exactly. We're not creasing them either.
We're not creasing J's.
No.
I'm walking stiff-footed, foot just not
calves cramping.
Absolutely, man. Yeah,
walking like penguin with them.
Right, bro.
But that's the same thing. Man.
Exactly,
that's the same thing. Yeah. You're gonna spend a little bit more money, but you're gonna treat it a lot better than you do that ready to wear, that off the rack suit, and then that equates to it's gonna last longer. It's gonna last you a lifetime, and you're gonna create your legacy for years to come.
Right. And don't mess around. Don't mess around and have a son that's built like you. Seriously.
Right.
Because
that's true though.
That's true. You pass it down.
Yeah,
you can pass that joint. Just get the seam ripper, take the stitch up out it, and get it, put his name in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it becomes an heirloom at that point. Like, I think that we have to start thinking like that as gentlemen.
Right.
We don't just pass down bread because everybody's not going to be rich. Scripture's clear. The poor would always be with us, right?
Right.
And so, and capitalism requires the haves and have-nots. You cannot have a profit if people didn't have, unless people didn't have.
Right.
And so it's one of those things, man, that I think that is overlooked in terms of us passing stuff down.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Maybe you're like Ramon and you're a business owner, right? Maybe you're like myself or our phenomenal producer. Shout out to ET. What up? And you're a business owner and you're starting your business or looking for a place to advertise. Do you have need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? Well, if so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. Now, we offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the U.S. as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv. Now, let's continue talking with Legacy Lapels with our brother Ramon. So, why did you pick such bold colors? Again, I led with the story for those who didn't come in. Like, he's not, like, you're not going to see Navy. Nothing wrong with Navy. I love Navy. I think he came from corporate America. He probably got a couple Navy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he didn't let, there's no Navy. There's no, Why did you pick yellows and magentas and, like, because I love it, bro.
That's a part of, that's the whole part of the message, man. Like, being one of a kind, being bold, and, going for what you know and creating your legacy. And but I didn't want to be just another suit company, just another guy selling suits. I wanted to, like you said, lead with that, and it's risky, but I like risk.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Right.
And, I mean, and people have taken a liking to it.
Yeah,
like, people have really, man. I love those colors. I love those, and I noticed I guess a gap in the market to where it's like we don't have enough of these, or we have the fast fashion ones, but we don't have the custom ones that where you can go in and customize your stuff.
So what you're saying is you did what we call market analysis, brother.
A little bit.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not finna invest this money, this time, leave my. Well, I mean, they made the decision for you, but I'm not gonna not jump back into corporate America, just willy nilly without doing my homework. Right? That's gentlemanly, bro. That's so gentlemanly. Like being prepared, having a plan. And I think that oftentimes, speaking of plans, people, you have to be malleable with your plan, right? You have your steps, but you got to roll with the punches sometimes because your plan might not be what it really was, right? But
Exactly.
yeah, I love that, man. That's the colors, bro. I love, especially that yellow. Ooh, that yellow. Look here, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I have a purple one. I got a few of them. But the purple one is like becoming like the signature of the company. Like people like, man, I got to get that purple one. And I've already gotten some guys that they've gotten purple for their weddings.
Yeah.
They gotten purple for their class reunions.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful like plum.
Yeah, it is.
Purple.
It's real
You
rich
get what I'm
and
saying?
deep. Yeah, I saw it. I also saw that it's coming soon. You got the tuxedos coming here real soon. Yeah, but
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
And
I love it.
tuxedo is gonna be the kind of the same vibes.
Okay.
Bold, solid colors. But I do plan on introducing some more. I guess office ready.
Yeah.
In the future.
So
but I wanted to lead with those.
Yeah, no, for sure. So let me ask you this. This is off the cuff. I'm looking at your suit now. I'm looking at what was on, what's on the site. Played around with the site today, a lot. Really user friendly, really easy, especially on the mobile side. Thank you for that.
Oh yeah.
Because I've been on vendor sites and I'm like, the website is fine. It works good on the PC. But if you're on your device or it's like it's glitchy. It needs JavaScript. You know what I'm saying? And it was super easy. So thank you for that. Real talk.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you for that
problem.
because who gets on their computer and does stuff now? Pretty much when you think about it.
Exactly.
So your mobile application needs to be phenomenal. But anyway, so do you as the principal, right, as the business owner, do you as the lead designer, do you enjoy a little bit more? I'm just curious. A little bit more creative freedom. We're not gonna release this yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and order this one though. It's on the product list for 19, but I'm gonna pull this joke out and wear it real quick because I'm the one that designed this. My
you
business.
know what? That's exactly what I did.
Facts.
Yeah,
I love
facts,
it.
man. This is 2019.
See, look at that. I knew it. 'Cause that wasn't on for sale. That one wasn't for sale. I'm telling you.
Yeah, this not for sale here, man.
When I walked in the green room, so I was like, this Negro full of crap. That ain't on the website, bro. That's the first thing I thought. That was the first thing I thought.
That was definitely what I did with this one, man. Yeah, just a little forward thinking, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna introduce more plaids, more grays, more blues in the future. But yeah, those, like I said, those purples, the yellows, the greens. I chose those colors to be bold and to really, man, the idea behind it was to for people to create their legacy, but do it in style.
Yes.
And really like just stand out.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know.
I love it, man.
That was kind of the message.
I'm sitting there looking at this jacket, man. I'm thinking about what you have, and I'm telling you what I would do. I'm a little different, right? Just like you.
Right.
Those yellow trousers that come with the yellow suit with that jacket. Oh my God. With some maroon slippers. Oh my God.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like
something real off the kilter going
That's
to.
crazy that you say that because that's one of the options that we have on the website.
Okay.
Like we allow people to get a different color pants with their suit.
Yeah.
So if you want to mix and match your green suit and you want an extra pair of pants, you can choose some purple pants or some yellow pants or some navy pants because I do have a navy on there and a charcoal gray, like a light gray.
Right, exactly.
Well.
That's dope, man.
Yeah,
that's dope. I just want to know because I'm sitting there looking at this suit and I'm like,
but you know what? You are a stylist, so I'm gonna take that into consideration and don't be surprised.
Hey,
if
bro,
you see
I love
me
it. Go ahead, man. That joke is crazy. So, on your IG, this is I was going through your Instagram, doing my homework, man, looking at the website, trying to figure you out, man, because we hadn't fully met. We've had some conversations online before, but we know some of the same people from being in the industry together. Right. But you said something on one of your videos on IG, and I loved it, bro. And I'm gonna pull it. You said that our suits are made for the visionaries who dream in style. I love that quote. Tell me more about that.
That came to me, man, one night.
Come on, Holy Ghost.
I do my best. I do my best thinking at night. But I felt like it was the perfect message. Wife gave me the okay. She said she loved it when I told her about it. And but the meaning behind it is we're going back to legacy. And we're going back to legacy and what it means to build a legacy, create a legacy.
Yeah.
And a visionary is usually that man that cares about his legacy, who's working every day to build this legacy, who's working every day to build this business, to provide for his family. And that visionary is the man who is going to leave that legacy or going to create that legacy. So I want them to continue to dream big, do all the things that they want to do.
Right.
Start the businesses that they want to start, get that promotion, whatever it is. I want them visionaries to continue to dream and do it in style with the custom suit. So that's where that line comes from.
I love it, man.
Tagline
That was a powerful line to me, man. That was visionaries who dream in style. To dream in style, because I'm a dreamer, bro. Like I really see an idea conceptually, and I'm like, I'll sit there and I'll map it out in my head while I'm driving, sitting there eating breakfast, playing with the kids. I'll go to a different place, but I'm still got that on. I really am a dreamer, man.
Right. And, so it was kind of a shout out for my fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi. We're called the Dreamers.
Okay. All right, well.
So
we can go. All right.
So that was just a little key to dream in style.
Because I cannot get rid of you cats, man. Oh my God, the owner of the network, he's a noob.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I cannot get one of my daughter's, one of my closest friends, dearest friends, my daughter's godfather. He's a noob. I can't get rid of you Negroes.
Hey,
move,
man.
leave me alone.
You in the wrong industry.
No. But
Obviously.
But you know what's funny? You know what the brothers call me? The blue noob.
For real?
Because of the way I dress. So it's funny.
Yeah,
but anyway, so what's your favorite? This is one I didn't prep you for. What's your favorite accessory?
Little lapel pin, man.
Okay.
The flower lapel pin.
Okay, flower lapel.
I love those. Yeah, I didn't throw one on today, but I have them in all colors.
Okay,
and I just like that little
that little drop. I love it. Okay, so what's next for Legacy Lapels?
What's next for Legacy Lapels? Well, we're introducing our custom shirts. They're available for pre-order right now. And then we're doing tuxedos to prepare for New Year's. So
nice. Nice.
And then we're gonna introduce some plaids, some pinstripes, things like that, some more bold patterns in the future. And rolling into 2019, man, we're just continuing to grow, continuing to stay grounded, and helping out as best as we can.
I love it, man. I love it. So what's the turnaround, roughly?
4 to 5 weeks.
Okay, yeah. So it's good.
Weeks.
Yeah. I've seen stuff for 6, 7. I'm like, what are you doing?
No. Yeah.
Why is it taking so long?
Yeah, and at the quickest we can do 3. So.
Okay, yeah. What throw a little extra scratch to that for a rush order. For a rush order. We can make it. We can make it happen. I've never heard 3 though.
Oh,
that wasn't in town.
Oh,
that wasn't had a local manufacturer. I've never heard 3.
Okay,
that's what's up.
Yeah.
I've never heard.
And that's the beauty of I have we do it online as well. So you go on and you click, customize everything online, and then we ship it directly to you. So that plays a part in just like the speeding.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. For sure. Cuts out. Yeah, no doubt. So, listen, we're not done, but we could be done because this was a phenomenal interview. But stick around, man. Let's talk a little style for a minute, and let's move forward. Have you heard of this brother by the name of Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't know. He was in this movie you may have heard about called Black Panther. All right. Well, this brother is winning like winning has never won before. I don't even know what that means, right? But he has been tapped by the iconic American design house Coach, and they've announced that actor and producer Michael B. Jordan is the first global face of Coach ever. They've never had a global face, and the first one is a brother. Yeah, the first one is a brother, and the first one is Michael B. Jordan.
That's big.
Yeah, young brother. He our age, in his 30s. His partnership with Coach will include global advertising campaigns for men's ready-to-wear accessories and fragrance, beginning with the spring in 2019. So next season, well, next spring. The partnership would also include special design projects with creative director Stuart Vevers and philanthropic endeavors with the Coach Foundation. The Coach Foundation does a lot of stuff with their leather. It's really, really dope. Now, here's a key thing about Coach, but I don't think a lot of people know, right? Coach is over 75 years old, number one. Mm-hmm. So it's been around for a minute. But it started as a men's accessory company. A lot of cats don't know that because it got into bags and they got into the women. You know what I'm saying? Women shop more, so it was, a lot of folks don't think that. But it's built its reputation on leather innovation and craftsmanship. Right. Today, it is a global fashion brand defined by a free-spirited attitude rooted in NYC. So it's It's one of the few American high-end brands. When you think about it, you don't have too many American high-end brands. They're mostly European. Right. Exactly. In terms of ready to wear, you have Hugo Boss, which is American, right? You have I'm trying to think, Ralph. Well, some of Ralph's stuff, not everything about his high end. Purple Label and Black Label are high end. I'm thinking of every other design. I'm looking at my head. I'm looking at Perry, Calvin. They're not high end.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe Tommy Hilfiger, but they're
not high end. He's not high end.
Yeah.
Versace. Yes. So Versace claims to be American because he started American brand because he started it while he was in America. That's why they claim
Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why. That's the only one high end that I can really think about. Everything else is European in some respect. So Coach has been around for a long time, 75 years, almost just over 75 years. But shout out to Michael B. Jordan, man. I think it's really dope for being the first. And that's I always love spotlighting black men doing phenomenal things, right? Killmonger. He killed that role. But check this out. This is a side note. Marvel is now actually making a comic about Killmonger, developing his story. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen that.
Yeah, he's not even.
Yeah,
he wasn't even the star of the show.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
So
I saw
that's
that.
dope.
How you spin off
A side character.
the side character?
Yeah, because he killed the role. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I think that's so gentlemanly in terms of whatever you put your foot in and you attach your name to, that you make sure that it is great. Because you will be recognized for it at some point. Maybe not to the level of Michael B. Jordan, but you will see success. You know what I'm saying? Right. Tantamount or respective rather to the work that you put in. Yeah. I think it's real dope, man. In understanding that gentlemanly thing, man. Understanding getting a gentlemanly brand such as Legacy Lapels that wants to leave a legacy, leave something behind. Right. Spotlighting a young gentleman doing great things. Yeah. Inspiring, influencing his industry, looking well doing it. But
because I've seen him a few times in maybe GQ.
He does it. Yeah, they love him. They love him. I mean, dude is about he's on his fitness game.
Exactly.
So he looks great. He's had recently 2 huge titles behind him with Black Panther and Creed. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Creed, I think Creed is what set him people were a fam is for real. We've seen him a couple times before. He was in Fruitvale Station and all this other stuff.
Exactly.
But fam is for real. You know what I mean? Dude is real. He all right. So I think that that set him up, man, and his following. Ladies loved it. They loved him. He the new sexy. He took Lance Gross's place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to Lance Gross. Lance Gross
slid,
with kids. Yeah, he slid in there. He took Lance's place. Yeah. But I think it's dope, man. It suits him well. It really does suit him well. And I think since we have Legacy Lapels in the building, we need to talk about some suit fit reminders, right? We talk these things, gentlemen. We talk these things always, quite consistently in terms of because I think that style is way more than a suit. Menswear is way more than a suit, but the suit is the precipice. It's the pinnacle of style for men. A jacket, a matching jacket and pants, right? And that's what a suit is. The same. It's the trousers and a jacket with the same fabric as a suit, right? Simple. It's a simple definition.
Yeah.
So, but let's just talk about the fit to remind you guys for a couple things, and please jump in at any point.
Okay.
The collar should be snug. There should be no gap between the neck and the collar of your shirt. But before we do that, my bad, y'all. I'm so late. I'm super. I got to talk with style. This portion of the show is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the U.S. offer financial education? 33%, or more than 77 million Americans don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans don't. They carry credit card debt from month to month, and 39% of adults say they don't have enough savings. Do not become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Now, contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or email us at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask how you can participate in a complimentary, that means free, financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services. So, back to the suit fit reminders. Like when you put on your jacket, it should fit your neck. When you button it up, it should fit your neck. Like I hate seeing when it's gappy.
Yeah, right. You
know what I mean?
Yeah.
That means it's the wrong size. Your shoulders are too broad.
Exactly. Yeah. So it should sit flush. I don't know if you can see, but it should sit flush
on the collar.
Right on the back of your neck.
Absolutely.
And that signifies a good fit.
It absolutely does. Number 2, the lapels should lay flat on the chest. I hate when a guy gets his jacket tailored and then all of a sudden it's that buckle, it's that parentheses. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's the beauty of when it's custom. It's gonna lay flat on your chest because it's made for your chest.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Maybe too tight in the stomach when it.
Yeah. Right. The button pulling all and it's hanging on for dear life. You know what I'm saying? Now, for me, this is a personal preference. Really, I'm really being lenient when I say this. I really believe in, well, you'll know, no more than 3 buttons on a single breast. I really prefer 2. Honestly, I really do. But I'm being nice because certain guys feel like they gotta have the 3rd button. Okay, and I'm saying that it can work with a summer jacket. But I like no more than 2 buttons on that suit.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
It's on a single-breasted now.
Yeah,
okay?
Exactly.
On a double-breasted, no more than 6. You can have the 2 and 2 or the 3 and 2. This one and this line of don't stop. That's
when you get into 8, 10, you overboard.
Look like somebody country preacher. I'm just keeping it 100. Like you
can't even use all those buttons,
bruh.
Man.
But it's so bad. Like I need to. You know what I need to do one day? I need to go in. I need to go back. I'm from Dallas, Texas, bro. We soulful. It is what it is. I grew up soulful. I didn't know any better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
This is what I saw. So I did 3/4 length jacket. My prime jacket was past my knees, and I'm almost 6'5".
My prom jacket,
Yeah,
baby blue thing, like you said, zoot suit,
daddy.
Exactly.
You know, I had a set from one of my banquets, man, like football banquet or something in 10th grade. I had a salmon 6 or 7 button double-breasted joint.
Hey, but I bet you felt on top of the world
Bruh.
when you put it on.
Woo, you couldn't
exactly.
Tell. You couldn't tell me I wasn't killing, son. Oh
yeah,
man. Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
that's that confidence piece you're
right.
talking about.
Yeah,
but
no matter.
I was dead wrong. Ramon, bro, I was dead wrong. You understand me?
Right.
And so, but now here's the thing, though. What you got to remember: never, ever on a single-breasted suit button that bottom button.
Right.
Never.
Right.
And it's for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's for mobility and flowy, right? It keeps it mobile. It still keeps it mobile, keep you mobile. But what it does is once you button that top button only, then the bottom half of your jacket flares a little bit more, so it looks like it's more tailored. It gives you that hourglass shape a little more, so it just looks a little bit more, and it's just more comfortable. And then if you got a nice belt or whatever, it'll show your belt, you know, show the waistband a little bit.
Exactly.
And when you sit down, what do you do when you sit down?
You gotta unbutton.
You always
gotta unbutton your jacket.
I said he didn't know I was gonna ask this. That's just the rule. That's just the rule.
Some rules you gotta follow.
Not all rules, but certain rules,
right.
And it protects your button. Because you sit down and you move the wrong way, pop.
Yeah,
now you're embarrassed in the meeting because your button fell in somebody's latte. Somebody coffee. Yeah, you're on a date and you're gonna hit your lady in the eye with the button. Like it's not a good look. Okay, you know what? There's not gonna be a second date after that.
But you know what, man? I was actually, I don't know. This may be off the riff. But I was actually thinking about challenging that rule. Just because.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's just kind of how I am. Like I've been thinking about wearing my buttons, my suit jacket with 2 buttons just to be a little different.
Right, yeah, and you can't
because that rule, like it I guess it originated from like a famous king or a king back in the day.
Yeah, it did.
His belly was big.
That's
big.
Why he. That's why.
Then everybody else.
For sure. It did originate, but I don't mind challenging the rules. I think that a rule that I live by in terms of challenging style rules, and style rules really only apply to suits. Honestly, after that, it's suits and tuxes, formal wear, business and formal wear is really the only time it apply. I think that you can break the once you know the rules, you can intelligently break them.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the rules.
Right.
But I can pull it off in a way that it's like, oh wow, I wouldn't do that, but that's kind of cool. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I think another one on another rule that I want to remind people of is all the gents listening and watching is on your double-breasted suit, unbutton the lower right button. And it's for the similar reasons as what you said with the singular one. It keeps it flowy, it keeps it less restrictive. It still looks nice. Now that's kind of more of a new age rule. It's not necessarily a hard and fast rule that's been around since the 1600s, since the single-breasted one is. But I just think if you do that, you'll feel a lot better in terms of your mobility, and it still looks really nice.
Yeah. Kind of the same thing with the single-breasted. Yeah,
agreed. And I kind of want to give you another reminder, well, not a reminder, but kind of put you on something new. And I wanted to have some images for this one. It was one of those Fridays, y'all. Top 5 ways to stylishly wear a blazer. Okay, number 1, and I'm doing it right now. A blazer or a sport coat, whichever you want to call it. One day we'll talk about the difference between the two, sport coat and a blazer. But a jacket with a scoop neck tee. Right, and that's really interesting. That's really common right now. But I think it's a good look that's gonna last, honestly, because and just so you know what a scoop neck tee, for those of you who are listening and are not watching, standard t-shirts are what they call crew neck t-shirts, right? They lay up right by the collarbone. Scoop neck tees drop just below the collarbone. Now, we see them traditionally we've seen them with V-necks and crew necks all the time. But scoop neck tees within the past 4 or 5 years have become really popular, right? They show a different neckline. They make your shoulders look a little broader than what they really are. But it looks really, and most of the time they're slimmer fitting shirts. So it looks good up under a jacket that's tailored. You see what I'm saying? Another way to stylishly wear a blazer, and I'm doing it today again, is blazers with joggers. A lot of cats don't do it, and you gotta do it right. You have to have first of all some confidence.
Yeah, you do.
Some confidence, some moxie to be able to pull it off. But secondly, it can really work. Blazers. So go to my Instagram. I have a couple pictures up right now. Well, you might have to scroll a little bit. It ain't right now, but with some, I'll post some tonight. So go by the time this is live, you guys will see some blazers with joggers images. Is a way to do that. And then one of my favorite ways to do it, especially here in Houston, man, because it's always 7,000 degrees, is wearing a jacket with shorts. Wear it with some chino shorts or some denim shorts. Now I'm not saying, listen, please, not with cargo shorts. First of all, you shouldn't even have cargo shorts anymore. Those are done. Unless you're actually hiking and you're in Colorado or Wyoming going to see the buffalo or something, there's no cargo shorts allowed.
You don't need all them pockets,
bruh. Unless you're hiking and need those pockets to put your knife in. You know what I mean? I don't know, your canteen. I don't know, whatever it is, but you going
canteen.
Right. You going to iPick, you know what I'm saying, to the movies. You got old. No, don't want no cargo shorts, not at all. Right. But some nice Bermuda shorts, right? Wear some Bermuda shorts or some Bermuda chinos, which means they sit about anywhere from an inch to, depending on how tall you are, you can 4 or 5 inches above the knee. I think it's a nice rule breaking element that's still going for a brunch, somewhere like that. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere like that, doing just something fun.
Right.
I think it's a fly way to wear a blazer. This one is a little different. It's kind of hard to pull off because you really can look like a dweeb if you don't do it right. And I said dweeb on purpose. That's an old word. Blazers with dad hats. You gotta be careful.
Okay. Right.
You gotta be careful. I'm not saying wear this full suit with the chunky shoes and the dad. That look like somebody old coach that's trying too hard. I ain't talking about that guy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? With
Right.
the Tommy Hilfiger shoes, with the like no. We're not talking about that guy. I'm talking about, you know, you got on some nice jeans, or you got on some shorts, you got on some simple silhouettes, some common projects, or like what you have, some Chucks on, right?
Mhm.
Something no tie, right?
Right.
But you throw on a nice dad hat that fits your face real. I think it's just a fun way to
Okay, yeah.
downplay it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Before I grew my hair out, I was rocking the dad hats.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like you said, it's a fun way to accessorize,
Uh-huh.
and you can really throw it on with anything.
You
like
really
said,
can.
even if it's a Nike dad hat.
Yeah.
You can put on the
You-
jacket
yeah.
and it
It
dresses
works,
things
man.
down.
It
Just
dresses
like
it down, but it still shows that you about business, but you also have a fun, playful side
Right.
too. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Throwing
right,
with some dope sneakers, some dope all white sneakers with this. Like, you can never go wrong with a simple silhouette all white sneaker in a suit.
No.
You never can. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's good that you said that. Yeah, when you wear sneakers with suits, you got to make sure that they're not bulky,
Mhm.
big, high top sneakers. Sometimes you can rock high top sneakers.
Yeah,
but make
sometimes-
sure they're slim line.
Right. If
Very flexible.
Absolutely, you can wear like a Jordan 1 or 2 because it's slim line.
Right.
The
Right.
sole is thin.
Yeah, thin
but you
sole.
can't wear, these chunky joints that cats is wearing right
Don't
now.
put your phone posits on.
Please don't. Oh my God. Oh God. You gonna look like Kanye with them two little slippers on. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, shout out to Kanye because he's a legend and an icon. But he said he was trying to wear them like how they wear them in
Yeah, I saw that.
in
What is it?
in the Far East,
Japan?
Japan.
Yeah.
Leave it in Japan, bro.
Yeah.
But and lastly, and this is a simple one, but a lot of guys still are having problems doing it, and that's with distressed denim. Wearing a jacket with some distressed denim, right?
Right.
And the perfect way to do that is put on a scoop neck tee with it.
Mm-hmm.
a simple silhouette sneaker
Right.
or a Chelsea boot because it's a dressed down look and a nice blazer, and it's a great date look. It's a
Yeah.
great, not certain ties steakhouse Vincent Anthony's type thing. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
But it's
right.
just a nice date look.
Yeah,
Going
exactly.
to movies, going to go dancing, going to go get some drinks or whatever.
I agree.
That's a great date look. You know what I mean?
And at the same time, yeah, you want to keep it solid up top. 'Cause
Uh-huh.
You got your distressed denim on, so you already got things going on.
Yeah.
You may have whitewashed or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, nice solid white T-shirt with a nice blazer.
Uh-huh.
You'll be good.
You'll be good, man. You'll be good. You see, I didn't even prep this guy for this, but look, we talking that style talking, and when you really know what you're saying, and when you're really about this space, man, it just comes out of you. And I like doing that on purpose, giving these tips because I want to see what my guests know, like if they really know. And I agree with everything you said, man.
Right.
This has been fun, man. The time always runs by so fast. It has been 52 minutes for this show. It don't even feel like it's been an hour.
Yeah.
So let everybody know, Ramon, how they can get in contact with you, website, social media, everything like that.
Yes. Find Legacy Lapels at www.legacylapels.com. On Instagram, Legacy Lapels. Facebook, also Legacy Lapels.
Just keep it simple.
Yes.
If you got a brand out, just stop.
Consistency is key.
Man, consistency is key. Shout
Right.
out to Toby Wigway for that, man. That's his big. That's one of my good friends.
Man, Toby is my guy.
Yeah,
Shout
that's
out
my
to
guy.
Toby.
Yeah, that's my guy. That's his thing. He wake up in the morning, consistency, working. You know what I mean? And that's my guy. Toby, what up, man? Fat, love y'all. Y'all know it's me, Kalen Laws, aka Senor Wapo. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Boy, I need to start using Twitter more. I just don't be on Twitter like that.
Yeah. I don't have a company Twitter. I got my personal Twitter from back in 2009 when I was in college.
Right.
I still dabble in it. but
Yeah. I
don't
don't like
do too much.
if I didn't push from Instagram to Twitter, I wouldn't tweet.
Okay, yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like
You
my
just
Instagram
publish
is
everything to Twitter. Yeah.
because maybe somebody else, I got like 900 followers on Twitter. So
Right.
like
Somebody might
but
like it.
follow me on all social media outlets. How about that? At Senor Wapo. It's SENORGUAPO713. Shout out to Houston, Texas. That's what the 713 is for. The original area code of Houston, Texas. Follow me on that. Go to my blog, www.seniorwapo713.com, and see what we got going on over there. And we'll see you guys next time. Before we leave, raise your glass. We got to do a toast. Remember, you can keep it gangster or you can keep it gentlemanly, but you must always keep it G. Till next time.
But we don't know how to deal with it. Ain't nothing kosher about the culture, but